Nice.
Not that I don't see myself like 100%. It's just maybe certain people
You
have
get
like that
some feelings.
yeah.
Like, what do you feel like? Talks to you? Do you feel it, or you just feel like energy?
Like an energy. Sometimes like if it's a bad energy, you get like the goosebumps. Sometimes I feel like being pulled back. Like
wow.
it's like don't go there or
Like a warning. Like if it's something like you want you there, it'll tell you
to like don't go or just or sometimes if it's been there, if I don't it's because it's like good. So until it's something like well this happened, sometimes like they're not warning you, they're just like okay kind of observing like oh who is this person here and just checking this.
That's pretty interesting. Because we usually feel stuff like that too. Like if there's something like an energy there, like let's say somebody passed away. Sometimes what I'll feel is like how they passed away. We have another member that also gets feelings like that. So, do you have any like the first time you experienced a paranormal? Like how old were you?
I would say maybe when I was little, but I guess being young, you're 7, 8 years old, you don't think about it because you're just too worried about playing and just you would hear like, well, I would say maybe back then I guess they call it La Llorona. So I remember being in Mexico and I was playing and I could hear someone saying, mis niños, mis niños. And I'd be like, I feel this lady and we're playing hide and go seek. It was like a family get together. And I would tell my dad. Back then, I guess around that time, I wasn't told, about La Llorona, this. And I would say probably because they didn't want you to get scared and I would tell my dad, hay una señora, Yeli, mis niños, mira, no hagas caso, nothing. So I guess maybe not to, scare me. And I would hear her and I was like, what the hell, I'm just gonna continue playing and I remember hearing her and just when I was like, until I started growing like, oh, she's the lady that drowned her kids and I was like, I'm just gonna continue playing, but I was never told the story about her and I was like, I guess they probably parents everywhere or adults that told you because they don't want to get you scared.
Right. They don't want to get you scared. Have you ever had any communication from somebody that passed away that you knew of, like a family member or something?
Yes.
Can you tell me a little bit about that?
I was having like a medical procedure, so I guess maybe with the anesthesia, your body's already kind of like, it's like wheezing. And I would close my eyes and I could hear my grandmother's voice. I can see like white clouds and I can hear her voice. I couldn't see her and I guess my body maybe was just like, like tunneling, just walking like a spirit or your soul. And I can hear her, no, ya está tu mamá, your mom's over there, go over there. And I could just hear her voice, like I'm just going straight towards her voice and she would tell me, no, ya está tu mamá, your mom's over there. And I guess maybe.
So like, were you thinking like you were going towards the light or something, and she was telling you, no, go back?
Yeah, like maybe it wasn't my time to go.
Yeah. Wow, that's interesting.
And so she was watching over. Yeah. So which is my mom's mom.
Yeah, she was definitely watching over you. Have you ever lived like in a haunted house?
As a matter of fact, like where we live, I know we've been there 5 years. We moved there 2015 of February. When we first moved there. And we're doing the inspection with the inspector, I kind of felt a little just odd, but just not like goosebumps, like, we shouldn't be here, something's bad, and just like going. And I guess with the time, my son was already 2 years old, and he would have a habit to play in our like laundry like room, the little chute. And I could hear him just like mumbling, like, just like jigger talk or whatever it was, and I was like, who are you talking to? And he would stay quiet, and I was like, okay, and just let it pass. One time we had those baby cameras monitors, and I looked at something woke me, and I looked at the screen, and I could see a hand next to him.
Oh my goodness!
So I looked into his room, and I'm like I didn't get like those goosebumps, like oh my god, I'm just like freaked out. I was just like, oh my god, what did I? I'm like, okay,
oh my goodness,
you'll be okay. And I just went.
How was he at the time?
I would say like 2.
Like 2 years old.
So he was born 2013.
Wow.
Yeah, so like.
Did you hear it talk or anything?
Nothing.
Or?
I looked at the screen and I was like, it's just like real, like slender, like already. Like not
see-through-ish?
Pale,
like
just
like
pale? Yeah, already the person's already like deceased. And I guess within time we have to like cedar trees. So we had asked our neighbor to help us dig out one because I guess when we park, it's just like so much bother with their doors.
Yeah.
And my husband decided to ask the gentleman, our neighbor, like, hey, do you ever know whoever lived here? Do you know if this house? He goes, why do you ask? He goes, as a matter of fact, he goes that back then there was the owner who bought that house was an older man who lived by himself, and he passed away in the house. And he said he passed away in one of the bedrooms in the back. And we're like, well, which bedroom? All our bedrooms are in the back. And I was like, maybe it's that.
So it was that maybe
That man or so. And
yeah.
I guess within time, sometimes I would see the something pass by, like a
Like
gown.
a shadow?
Yeah, like right, and I'd be like, what the hell, just
Like
know,
on the hallway or something?
yeah, like
oh wow.
and like a gown, just like, and it's just like a blink of a second, like
It's like really fast. I've had shadows before. They're just really fast.
yeah. And sometimes my husband told me, he's like, did you walk to the restroom in our bedroom? I was like, no, I'm over here. And he's like, well, I just thought I saw you.
Oh my goodness.
It's probably just the old man that's walking back and
You
forth.
need to let us go in there and investigate. I don't know if you're open to that, but we will definitely.
And I told my mom, I was
love to
like,
do
that's
that.
funny that when we purchased the house, normally they tell you, oh, a death's been in the house. And
Yeah, they're supposed to buy it. Well, in Texas, they don't have to unless you ask.
ask for, yeah.
So you have to ask them, has anybody passed away? What they do need to tell you is if somebody was murdered. there.
Okay.
But if somebody passed away, unless you ask, they're not going to tell you.
Yeah, because I know at my mom's house, my uncle passed away. I guess with hospice, and my mom said that she's experienced stuff throwing in the kitchen, and I remember the scene, like, I mean, stuff just like thrown, like,
oh my goodness.
and they just like, oh, okay, our uncle just,
So do you think that he's trying to like get notice from your family?
Yes, because my parents are going through some like properties that are being dealt with in Mexico, and that was his property in Mexico. So I guess whatever's going on, I'm pretty sure our spirits see everything around us. So.
Oh yeah, I'm thinking they could teleport, be one place and the other place. So you feel like he's trying to tell her my property, or something like.
Because I guess we have to cremate them because it was just I guess to cross another body into another country.
Oh, yes,
it's I think they were asking for 10,000. So it was my uncle that passed away, and then shortly after was my grandfather. So their I guess their urns was at my mom's house, and their ashes were there. And my mom had made a promise to him. I'm gonna take you to Mexico, just giving time. And within time, she said she would have like scratches. And my dad was like, "You have scratches," and like they were like big scratches.
Wow. That's usually a demonic spirit, but I don't think your uncle would be keeping it. I don't
Unless
know.
they were trying to like
like
her.
really get attention. Then maybe he has to do that. I don't know really. I don't know. That's why we do this, because we want to know. We want to know what happens when we pass away. Are we still energy, which I feel we are. Like we still carry on. We just like kind of like
or do we hold like anger and that we need to
maybe things that we haven't gotten done or finished, and we still feel like we have to take care of it still. Just like I guess your uncle.
What was the first experience you had that made you actually believe in the paranormal? What was it that said, okay, the paranormal is
communicating with you or something?
Yeah.
I would say when I was in middle school, I went to Whittier Middle School, like off of Edison Street and like West Avenue, and I was told that school had some sort of type of haunting.
Yeah.
And I remember when I would walk the hallways, my dad would drop me off early, so there's only like 1 or 2 kids, the custodians are there, and I would walk and I could hear keys behind me jingling.
Oh wow.
So I would stop and they would stop, and I was like, okay, someone's following me.
Right.
And I just continued walking and walking, and I was like, they're just like maybe this custodian doesn't want me to vandalize the school or something, and I just stop. I was like, okay. And one time, me and a classmate were walking, and I was like, did you hear that? She's like, yeah. We looked at each other like, and we tried asking one of the custodians there, and they're like, no, it's nothing. You're just hearing stuff. And I was like, I know, but we both heard, and just sometimes they don't want to tell you the story or what happened.
They don't, especially if you're a kid. They don't want to be scaring you.
Yeah.
But pretty much you feel like it would follow you a lot.
Yeah,
the same one.
I would just you would just hear the keys just like right behind the custodian keys, you know, just, and I stop and turn around and see nothing.
But you never heard it say anything to you?
Just yeah, I guess watching to see, you know, what was I gonna do?
Oh my goodness.
Or just
yeah, if you're gonna be fat or something. Make sure you don't touch nothing you're not supposed to.
Yeah.
But it's so weird because I feel like maybe they know that you have cancer, so that's why they go to
you or something, and
So,
just.
I'm thinking that's what happens.
And I guess within that school too, back then, before they started this whole remodeling of all the schools, like now that school's like fully like remodeled.
Oh wow.
There was this dungeon, and I guess it was the boys. So it was like you walk downstairs, and it was like their locker room. So I guess how they had it back then. And I used to be the football manager for the boys. Because I had a thing, I was like, I want to play football, and the coach would be like, no, you can't play. So he's like, I'll let you be the manager. So I would carry the bag with footballs, and so I'd go put the bags. And I was like, okay, and my heart would race, and I was like, oh, I don't want to go down there. Just, I felt something was there, and I am walking, and I'm dragging the balls, and I just see this black shadow in front of me. And I just like, I was at the hell these balls, and I ran back up.
Wow.
And I guess I was like, oh my God, what about in the middle of, as I'm running, the door slams? I mean, I'm stuck there. But I was like, thank goodness, I managed to get out of there, and my heart was just racing. I was like, I know I saw a black, like,
was
demonic.
it a mask, or you think it was a shape, like of a man, or?
Shape, like, it was a male, just, like, black, smoky, you know,
like he was trying to manifest.
this or something, yeah, just standing there,
That's
just,
scary.
and I was like, but I could tell it was a male. Just,
Wow. That's crazy.
I was like, those balls could stay there.
That's kind of like what I caught at Yorktown. It's like a mask that it was going to shape, but it decided not to, and it just kept going. So you'll see that. Usually with masses, they say it's more than one spirit. It's a bundle of them together. But if you saw like it was shaping into a man, probably right. So no.
I just saw it there standing and hiding. And another time, I guess it was a Saturday, so I had Saturday school, and I went to Thomas Jefferson, and they say, of course, that one too. That school is full of hauntings.
So much history there.
And I was like, okay. And the lady that was helping us, like, oh, bring out your stuff. And I was like, okay. It's like, I need my book. She's like, well, go get it. And I was like, okay. So I had to go to the third floor, like the top one. So I'm walking, and before I didn't get there, my skin just like goosebumps. And I stopped, and I said, like, as it just like, you want to go? And I said, nah, the hell with that book.
Oh my God.
Screw my grade. I just told the teacher, I was like, nope, I don't have my book. And I was like,
oh my. So you were by yourself
yes.
when that happened?
Yeah.
Dang. So it was just more like a feeling there. It's not that you heard anything. It's just, you felt like a presence.
Yeah,
like
within that floor. I was like, nah, my grade can stay where it's at.
Forget the book, right? You're like, I'm out of here.
So, yeah, so when I get like the goosebumps, I can feel like it's like a bad death or so.
Oh, so, you know, that's probably part of your sense of what you have. You know, you'll feel goosebumps. Or sometimes I heard if you feel goosebumps, it's because they're right
there
near you, you know, and you're gonna feel it, or they touched you. You know, sometimes you don't feel the touch, actual touch, but you'll sense.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Is there any other stories that you want to tell? Maybe a recent story.
Like my daughter just turned a year old, so she was born in 2018. So during my whole pregnancy, and they say within that witching hours to 3 o'clock, like you wake up so much because there's someone right there.
Yeah.
And I would say during my whole pregnancy, I would feel someone was right there because I would wake up like bright eyes, like something was just staring at me, and I'm like, oh my God, because you don't wake up like you know groggy or anything. I would wake up.
So in other words, you would just like open your eyes,
like wide alert, like. And
wow,
I can
I've done that before too. So I know.
like,
I guess you're communicating back to them because maybe they want to tell you something when you all of a sudden, or you just sense it's there, so you open your eyes. You know, like you're wide awake.
Yeah.
So I understand what you're saying. That happened to me the other day. Just out of the blue, I just opened my eyes. Like I was asleep. So all of a sudden, you just open your eyes.
Yeah, like you're wide awake.
Yeah, like you're wide awake.
And I remember, as well, not too long ago, I was asleep, and it was within that time frame, and I can hear someone over me, Belinda.
Oh my goodness.
And just like right there, and I'm like, oh, what do you want?
Oh my goodness.
And I was like, no, not right now. I'm too tired. No,
Yeah.
just either like they're trying to tell me something, and I was like, no.
Yeah. And again, it's probably because you're a medium. You are.
Just I try
Like
to.
you're saying, it just sounds like you are a medium. And since they know that you could hear them, they're gonna go to you.
Yeah, and sometimes I try not to because sometimes they cling on to you, and
They'll attach.
and they'll attach, and you can take them, and sometimes like at
the
my
energy
house,
stays with you.
yeah. I guess at my house, like since I have the gentleman, sometimes we don't like my daughter. She's not scared of him. My son, and they'll be like, we forgot his actual name, so I think we call him Mr. Wilkins. And I was like, and my son be like, I just want to stay at the house, Mr. Wilkins. And I was like, oh,
He's not scared.
no.
Oh wow.
So
and how old is he now?
He's 6.
He's 6. He's pretty comfortable with him.
Yeah. So
Wow.
I guess he died maybe peacefully, or
Yeah.
he
probably just overlooks the home.
Yeah, to see.
That was his house before, so he's probably just comfortable there.
Yeah. So
some people, for spirits, they need help moving on. That we don't do nothing like that, but I heard mediums do.
Yeah,
Have you ever?
No, I guess not. I haven't encountered anything
Like where you opened the light for them? Like you never heard of that?
I've heard it, but I've not
You haven't
encountered
done it? Maybe, that's why they go to you.
Trying to
you
tell
have
me
that
something.
light, Like I said, a lot of mediums have that light where they know how to take them up, moving forward. So they're stuck here.
I guess there's this, what is it? There's a cemetery, Mission Cemetery, like in the south side, and then there's like a river flow in the back.
Is that the one?
Yeah.
I think we were going to go there, right?
Okay. So that's the area. So I know I went there one time because my mom said, throw this stuff in the water because she believes like in the little petty stuff. And she goes, whoever gave me this stuff, she goes, if we keep on it, she goes, it's going to be, bad vibes are going to be around. Just take it. I was like, okay, let me think of a river to throw it. And where no one's going to be catching me, And I guess around there, I felt someone was watching, it was a presence. Like, what are you doing here, like as if either they were murdered there. And just, are they, I guess sometimes they're stuck and they ask themselves, are you part of it? What are you doing here? They're still confused. And I would say whatever that energy was, it went with me home because I would see the like black decorations around my house, like in my hallway here and there, and just until I had to like kind of cleanse my house.
What do you use? Sage?
Sage.
Most people, that's what they use, or Palo Santo, or sage their home. And that usually helps, move them out the home when you don't want, unwanted spirits. But yeah, you probably got attachment.
Yeah.
Besides that, do you feel like you have any other attachments with you?
No, just like right now because I've been cleansing myself because sometimes they'll just attach to you, and when they get attached, I feel so drained, like tired, and just like
because they use up all your energy.
Like I'll feel sick, just like real.
Do you believe in residual energy?
That was one of the questions. Like, you know what residual energy is? Like, let's say somebody died or somebody traumatically, and there's a print of them. Not the way they died, but just in general, they were washing dishes or they just walked a certain hallway. They keep walking that hallway or looking out the window. And you can tell it's residual because they're not communicating with you. It's like you're not there. Have you ever experienced anything like that?
As if they're lost or so.
Like they're pretty much stuck in a time.
Yeah, they're like in a time warp, so they keep repeating. Like the Alamo, for example, all the deaths, all the fighting. You believe that the energy of all that is still
stuck there? Yes.
In the Alamo.
And maybe within time, they're probably still fighting,
Watch our Alamo episode, and you'll see some of that activity. You'll hear some of that activity going on. It's so interesting because you could actually hear them yelling. And some gunfire and stuff. It's just crazy. And there's it was busy that night, but the camera still caught a lot of it.
I would say some people will hear it and some like, no, I don't hear anything.
Exactly.
And just, if you have it, you will experience it.
That's what my dad said. And not everybody's going to have those senses,
Like at my work, when I started working there, I would say I've been there like 4 years. I didn't feel goosebumps, nothing, just was like, old building. And I guess towards the back, it's kind of like a concrete area, just it's not like the wood or anything.
Yeah.
So they have like our equipment, because I work for a place called Commercial Kitchen, and we have like our equipment just in the back. And I remember seeing this man there, just like blink of an eye, like smiling, and I was like, what did I just see? And I was like, oh, okay. I was like, yeah. And I asked this lady who's been there for like 20 plus years working, I was like, is this place haunted? And she looked at me like, why? What did you see? And this is what I told her. I described, and she goes, that sounds like the owner's father. And I was like, oh wow. And just I said, I just saw him, and there'll be times where I've seen him in his son's office, like pass by in around like where we have our little coffee area. And I was like, well, he's just
oh my goodness. So did he used to work there maybe?
I think he owned the building.
Oh, so he owned the building. So he's still working. And that's something like residual energy, because he's still there, you know. And sometimes, like, if you see that he's actually communicating with you, then that's a intelligent spirit, you know. Have you ever done any kind of investigations yourself?
I tried, because in the back, I was on a phone call, and I hear something just slam. Like, and I was like, well, no one was back there just besides Steve. And I'm looking, and it's a metal, like someone just like knocked it down.
Oh, wow.
And I went there, I was like, hey, are you back here? Is anyone back there? And just, you hear like, just real small, like, I don't know, it's just like not eerie, but I guess it's kind of hard to describe, kind of like a wind or so.
Oh, really? Maybe whistle?
Or something, yeah, like a whistle, yeah.
That's so odd. Inside? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that is a little bit odd, but yeah, you hear all sorts of things when it's activity. You're gonna hear a bunch of different sounds. What about a negative energy? Have you ever experienced something negative that attacked you, or maybe you knew there was negativity there?
Not negativity, I guess. Somebody that I know that passed away. When I found out they passed away, I guess when they were trying to communicate with me, I would kind of have like bruises, but not like drastic bruises. Just like, you know, like, because within that time it's like when the spirits are awake, 2, 3 o'clock, and when I would wake up the next day, I would have like bruises, or I have like faint scratches, but I never managed to like take pictures or anything, and I would tell my mom. My mom's like, "Well, son las brujas," you know.
Have you ever played with the Ouija board?
No. I guess back then when I was little, I didn't know what a Ouija board was, and there's different styles. Like there's the American, and there's a Mexican style one. So I guess one time I was in Mexico, and I saw it in like a board, you know, board game. And inside of my crib, and my mom was taking a shower.
In your crib? Oh my goodness.
So the house my parents had, it was like a house that they would rent. So whenever we would go to Mexico, like the house was already there, so we didn't have to pay for hotels, already furnished. And we were staying there, and I was like, oh wow, cool board game, let me play. My mom's like, no sacas eso, put it back.
Oh my goodness. So she warned you.
And I was like, because I didn't know what it was.
You didn't know. What about angels? Have you ever had an angel experience?
I would just say kind of maybe with the experience with my grandmother, when my body was probably like going, and I was just making that ready.
Yeah, that's definitely an angel experience.
So she was just watching over this.
Yeah.
And I could hear her voice, and she would tell me, your mom's over there. And I was like, I wanted to go to her voice, and
that's so odd, because she kept on like telling you go that way, you know.
And I was just determined to go straight, and it's just white, you know, you see white.
Really?
Just like,
so it's like a light?
Yeah, like bright white, like cloudy, like, you know, misty white, like brightness.
And I've heard that before. You know, that's what they see.
And it's like narrow.
Like a narrow.
Just, it's like as if you're in clouds, you know, but you're like narrow, just.
When somebody is getting ready to pass away, they go visit their loved ones.
Like they transition.
Yes.
So they're transitioning, but at the same time they're going and visiting their loved ones. Yeah.
I would say when my grandfather was sick, he passed away. My son was maybe about less than a year old, and I would see doves, the little brown doves, at the balcony. And there was several times that we would get calls from the hospital, like, he's already, and I was like, he's getting close, and I would see the dogs at our balcony, and I would get close to them, and they wouldn't fly away. And I was like, oh, Grandpa, Abuelito, is that you? No te vayas, just.
So it's kind of like him. Maybe he comes back as a dove to you. Every time you see a dove, it reminds you. It reminds you, of him. We want to thank you so much.
No, thank you
for joining us today and giving the viewers, your lovely stories. We really enjoyed.
No, thank you. Just thought I'd share with someone or company that will have experienced it, and not just think like, oh, she's crazy, or they.
And I hear that a lot, where people's like, they feel like that's what people think. I'm like, who cares? That's how I feel. I'm just gonna live it.
Day by day, just like normal. Just absorb it. It's part of you. So, thank you. No, thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you so much for giving us your time today.
No, thank you.
We really appreciate it.